Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Beena P, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government First Grade College, Tarikere, Chikmagalur District. In this video, I'm sharing the basics of IC741 operational amplifier, shortly called op-amp. This figure shows you an IC741 with 8 leads used as op-amp. Let me define what is op-amp. An op-amp is a three-terminal device which consists of two high impedance inputs. One of the input is called inverting input, which is marked with the negative sign, and the other input is called non-inverting input marked with a positive sign. The third terminal represents the operational amplifier's output. Op-amp is a voltage amplifying device which is used with external feedback components like resistors and capacitors between its output and input terminals. This is a pin configuration of IC741. The number 741 indicates that this IC has 7 functional pins, 4 pins capable of taking inputs and 1 output pin. You can apply positive voltage to pin 7 and negative voltage to pin 4. Output is drawn at pin 6. 2 is inverting input and 3 is non-inverting input. An ideal op-amp has infinite gain, and to control the amplification or gain of the output signal and signal fluctuations occurring, feedback system is used. Feedback is a process of returning part of the signal output from a circuit to input of that circuit. See, in this figure, the output is drawn back, that is fed back through R to the input circuit. Next, let us take up the types of amplifier, operational amplifier. First one is non-inverting amplifier. Non-inverting amplifier is an amplifier with positive voltage gain. The op-amp present here has two input signal pins, that is two input terminals. One is inverting, denoted with a minus sign, and other is a non-inverting, denoted with a positive sign. When we apply any signal to the non-inverting input, it does not change its polarity when it gets amplified at the output terminal. So, in this case, the gain of the amplifier is always positive. In the circuit, we have connected an external resistance Rin and feedback resistance Rf at the inverting input. Now let us apply Kirchhoff's current law at node A in this circuit. So on that we can see that at the input you are receiving the signals through Rf and Rin. So we have the equation V in by Rf plus V in by Rin is equal to V out by Rf, and hence on simplification V out is equal to 1 plus Rf by Rin into V in, or V out by V in is equal to 1 plus Rf by Rin. Here V out by V in becomes the voltage gain A. This term does not contain any negative part. From this expression we can see that the gain A will be unity, that is it will become 1 when Rf is equal to 0 or R1 tends to 0. So R1 tends to infinity. This circuit is called a voltage follower or a gain amplifier. So next let's take up inverting amplifier. So here the amplifier, this operational amplifier is called inverting because this circuit produces the output which is out of phase with respect to its input by 180 degree. This means that if the input pulse is positive, then the output pulse will be negative and vice versa. The figure shows the inverting operational amplifier built with one op-amp and two resistors. We apply the input signal to the inverting terminal of the op-amp via resistor R1, and we connect the non-inverting terminal to ground. Further, we provide the feedback which is necessary to stabilize the circuit and hence to control the output through the feedback resistor RF. Again, on applying the KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, we can get this relation finally as AV, that is voltage gain, is equal to minus RF by R1. The voltage gain of the inverting amplifier is given like this, that is AV is equal to minus RF by RI. This indicates that the voltage gain of the inverting amplifier is the ratio of feedback resistor RF to input resistor R1 with a minus sign which is indicating a phase reversal. So now let's go to the characteristics of op-amp. Let me just mention the characteristics. This op-amp will have finite open loop gain. So its gain is very, the gain is finite. Finite input impedance, non-zero output impedance, finite common mode rejection ratio, common mode input resistance, finite bandwidth, and finite power supply rejection ratio. And the applications of this op-amp is they can be used as adder, subtractor, as voltage follower, current to voltage converter, voltage to current converter, integrator, differentiator, and also used in active filters. So we have come to the end of this content sharing. Let me meet you in the next video with the different sessions of different topics. Thank you.